Okay, what if the entire way you shop online was about to be, well, completely rewritten? Today, we're going to dive into a bombshell partnership between PayPal and OpenAI that, according to the analysis we're looking at, could do just that. We're talking about a fundamental change to the future of e-commerce as we know it.
Right, let's just start here. This one sentence, and it comes straight from the source analysis, it says it all. We are not talking about a small tweak or some new feature. No. The argument being made is that this is a ground-shifting, industry-defining change. So what on earth is behind a claim this big?
To really get the impact, just look at this. Yesterday, PayPal was seen as this, legacy value play. Solid, maybe a little slow, with an accumulate rating, which basically means, yeah, it's a decent stock to maybe add to your portfolio over time. But today, the entire story has flipped. It's now being called an AI commerce leader with a strong buy rating. That's a much, much more urgent recommendation. So the big question for us today is, what in the world happened overnight to cause such a crazy reevaluation?
So let's get into it. We're going to unpack the details behind this deal, the deal that seems to have completely changed the investment case for this company in the blink of an eye.
So what is this deal exactly? Well, at its core, it's a strategic partnership that, according to this analysis, is built on three really distinct and powerful pillars. And here's how they've laid out the strategy. It's pretty smart. First up, they're plugging PayPal's checkout directly into ChatGPT for you, the consumer. Second, that massive network of PayPal merchants, they're going to be discoverable from right inside the AI. And third, PayPal itself is going to use OpenAI's tech to get smarter. It's this complete, full-circle, three-pronged attack. And this right here, this is the secret sauce driving the whole thing. It's called the Agentic Commerce Protocol, or ACP. But honestly, just think of it like a universal shopping assistant. You could literally ask ChatGPT, hey, find me a blue wool sweater for under $100. And this ACP thing would connect directly to PayPal's 35 million merchants, find you options, and process the payment, all without ever leaving the chat. It's kind of wild. Okay, so that's the how, that's the tech. But the why this is such a huge deal, well, that all comes down to the numbers. And this is where the potential really just becomes crystal clear. Let's just start with this number, 300 million. Just let that sink in. That's how many people are using ChatGPT every single month. With this deal, PayPal gets immediate access to a brand new commerce channel with a population bigger than most countries. We're talking about a massive, massive expansion of their market. And here's what that could mean in actual dollars by 2030. So even the super conservative estimate is over 300 million a year. Not that. But look at the other side. The base case is over 2.5 billion. And then there's the aggressive scenario, and that is the real game changer. $9 billion. That's the potential new revenue per year in that aggressive scenario. Just to give you an idea of how huge that is, that's a 20 to 25% increase to PayPal's entire current revenue from this one deal. So the key takeaway here is this isn't some little side project. This could become a core part of their entire business. Okay, so the money is obviously huge, but this deal also completely reshapes the whole competitive landscape. It's not just about making more money, it's about building a brand new, powerful advantage in the world of fintech. This table really tells the whole story. You've got PayPal up here with native AI integration and a massive 35 million merchant network just ready to go. Now, take a look at the other guys. Competitors like Stripe are suddenly playing catch-up, and platforms like Apple Pay, they're kind of just the plumbing, the back-end infrastructure. The argument is that in one single move, PayPal has leapfrogged everybody to become the leader in this brand new category of AI commerce. So yeah, this is so much more than just a new feature. It gives PayPal a critical first-mover advantage, it blows their market wide open into conversational commerce, and it makes them look totally different from their rivals. It also supercharges their network effects, that classic flywheel. More users on ChatGPT means more value for merchants, which brings in more merchants, which brings in more users. It's this awesome feedback loop, now totally amplified by AI. Okay, so we've covered the tech, the money, the strategy. Let's bring it all home. According to the source analysis, what does all of this mean from an investment perspective? And here's exactly why that rating just jumped from accumulate to strong buy. It creates that potential $9 billion revenue stream. It plants their flag as the leader of the category. And it completely rewrites the story around the company's future. All those concerns about growth that might have been holding it back, this deal addresses them head-on. And just look at how the math changes. Before this deal, the analysis saw the risk to reward at about 2 to 1. Now, it jumps way up to 3.5 to 1, with a new price target in the 105 to 115 range. The argument is pretty simple. The potential upside has just gotten a whole lot bigger.
The analysis really ends on this note, with this almost urgent call to action. The idea here is that the market hasn't quite woken up to how big this change really is, creating what the report calls a gift, a window of opportunity. So, we're going to leave you with this one last, pretty provocative thought. We just walked through how a single deal could potentially transform a company, seemingly overnight. But the bigger question this whole analysis brings up is this. Are we actually witnessing the birth of an entirely new, maybe even trillion-dollar market for AI-driven commerce, with PayPal sitting right in the middle of it all?